The most successful entrepreneurs are those who build strong villages of support around them. Your village doesn't have to be huge, but it needs to be strong, quality over quantity. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Confident Alchemist podcast, where bold women take the brave leap to build businesses and lives that they deserve. I'm Devi, and today I want to talk to you about something that can make or break your entrepreneurial journey before you even start. Your support system, your village, the people who will either lift you up or tear you down as you build your business. Here's what I've learned after helping many women transition from corporate into entrepreneurship. The women who succeed aren't necessarily the most talented, the most educated, or the most funded. They're the ones who built the right support system before they needed it. Because here's the truth that nobody talks about. When you decide to become an entrepreneur, you're going to lose some people. Friends who don't understand why you leave a good job. Family members who think you're being irresponsible. Colleagues who feel threatened by your courage to leave. But you're also going to gain some people. Mentors who see your potential. Fellow entrepreneurs who understand your journey. Supporters who believe in your vision, even when you don't believe in yourself. When I left corporate, I was shocked who actually showed up for me and who disappeared. Some of my closest friends became distant, while acquaintances became my biggest cheerleaders. I learned that building an entrepreneurial village isn't just helpful, it was essential for survival. Today, I'm going to show you to how identifying the supporters versus the saboteurs in your life, how to have difficult conversations with people you love, how to build your personal board of directors, and how to create a support system that will carry you through every challenge of entrepreneurship. This isn't about cutting people out of your life or becoming selfish. This is about being strategic about who you allow to influence your dreams and your decisions. So let's dive into building your entrepreneurial village that will support your success. Let me start by helping you identifying who's in your current circle, because not everybody who claims to support you actually does. True supporters have these qualities. They ask questions about your business with genuine curiosity. They celebrate your wins, even small ones. They offer help without being asked. They believe in your potential even when you are struggling with it. They respect your decision when they don't even fully understand. But then, they are the saboteurs. They're often harder to spot because they disguise their negativity as concern. They are the ones who say something like, "Are you sure this is a good idea? What if it doesn't work? You know that most businesses fail, right? Maybe you should wait until you have more experience." Energy vampires are a special category of saboteurs. These are people who drain your enthusiasm every time you talk to them. You leave conversations feeling deflated, doubtful, or exhausted. They might not be intentionally negative, but the energy is toxic to your entrepreneurial spirit. Your courage to pursue your dreams makes them uncomfortable about their own choices. Your success will highlight their unfulfilled potential. So they unconsciously try to keep you small to make yourselves feel better. Family members can be the most challenging saboteurs because their negativity comes from love and fear. They are terrified if you fail and get hurt, so they try to protect you by discouraging you. The intentions are good, but the impact can be devastating to your confidence. Your corporate colleagues might become saboteurs because your departure threatens their worldview. If you can leave and succeed, what does it say about their choices to stay? Some will support you, but others will try to convince you that you are making a mistake. Here's an exercise. Make a list of the 10 people you spend most time with. After each name, write whether they are typically make you feel more confident or less confident about your entrepreneurial dreams. This will quickly show you who belongs in your village and who doesn't. Pay attention to how you feel after talking to different people about your business. Do you feel energized and motivated or drained and doubtful? Your emotional response is a reliable indicator of whether someone belongs in your support system. Notice the quality of advice that people give you. Supporters offer constructive feedback and practical suggestions. Saboteurs offers vague warnings and discouragement without helpful alternatives. Supporters help you solve problems. Saboteurs just point out problems. Watch how people respond to your wins. True supporters celebrate your success genuinely. Saboteurs minimize your achievements. Change the subject or find ways to diminish your accomplishments. Once you've identified your saboteurs, you need to set boundaries. That doesn't mean cutting them out of your life, but it does mean that limiting their influence in your entrepreneurial journey. Don't discuss your business plans with people who constantly discourage you. Now, let's talk about the conversations you need to have with the important people in your life. Conversations that can be uncomfortable, but are absolutely necessary for your success. If you have a romantic partner, this is the most critical conversation you're going to have. Your partner's support or lack thereof can make or break your entrepreneurial journey. You need to discuss the financial implications, the time commitments, the emotional challenges, and what you need from them. Be completely honest about the financial reality. Entrepreneurship often means irregular income, at least initially. Discuss how you handle the expenses, what sacrifices might be necessary, and how long you both are willing to invest in building the business before expecting consistent income. Explain what emotional support looks like to you. Do you need them to listen to you without trying to fix everything? Do you need encouragement when you are doubting yourself? Do you need them to believe in your vision even when you're struggling to believe in yourself? If you have children, they need age-appropriate explanations of what's changing and why. If you have parents or siblings who are likely to be concerned, proactive conversations are better than reactive damage control. Set clear expectations of what will and what won't change. Will you still be available for family events? Will your income change significantly? Will your schedule be different? Address the concerns before they become problems. You might need to have boundaries conversation with well-meaning family members who want to help by constantly giving you unsolicited advice or expressing their concerns. Something like, I love you, and I know you're concerned about me, but I need you to trust my decision and support me rather than question my choices. Some friendships will naturally evolve as you grow. You might need to have conversations with friends about how your relationship will change. You might spend less time on activities that don't align with your goals, and you need friends who understand and respect that. If you're planning to leave corporate, you need to decide what to share with colleagues and when. Some might become valuable connections for your business. Others might become sources of negativity and even sabotage. Here's a framework for these conversations. I'm making a significant change in my life by starting my own business. This is something I'm deeply passionate about and committed to. I would love your support, but understand if you have concerns. But what I need from you is ... Prepare for different responses. Some people will surprise you with enthusiasm. Others will express concern or even disapproval. Have responses ready that acknowledge their feelings while maintaining your boundaries. These aren't one-time conversations. As your business evolves, you need to keep important people updated and continue addressing their concerns. Regular communication prevents misunderstandings and maintains relationships. Now, let's talk about proactively building your support system that you need, what I call your personal board of directors. The personal board of directors should include different types of people who serve different functions in your entrepreneurial journey. You need mentors, peers, cheerleaders, advisors, and accountability partners. Mentors are people who's walked the path that you're on and can guide you through challenges. They might be formal mentors or informal advisors. Look for people who've built successful businesses, especially in your industry. or who have similar challenges. Peers or fellow entrepreneurs who are at similar stages of your journey. They understand your challenges because they are facing them too. These relationships are often reciprocal. You support each other through ups and downs. Cheerleaders are people that believe in you unconditionally. They might not even understand all the details of your business, but they celebrate your wins and encourage you through setbacks. These are often close friends or family members who's chosen to be supportive. Advisors have specific expertise that you need. This might be a lawyer, accountant, marketing expert, or industry specialists. They provide professional guidance on help you avoid costly mistakes. Accountability partners help you stay committed to your goals. They check in on your progress, celebrate your achievements, and lovingly call you out when you're not following through on your commitments. Building your board requires intentional effort. Join entrepreneur groups, attend networking events, engage with people with social media, and don't be afraid to reach out to people you admire. Most successful entrepreneurs are willing to help others who are serious about their journey. Remember that relationships are about mutual value. Think about what you can offer to your board members. Maybe it's your skills, your network, your enthusiasm, or simply your gratitude and respect for their time. Your personal board of directors requires maintenance. Stay in touch regularly, update them on your progress, and ask for their input on important decisions, and show appreciation for their support. Your board will evolve as your business grows. Some relationships will deepen, some will naturally fade, and you add new people as your needs change. This evolution is natural and healthy. Think of building your support system as an investment in your business success. The time and energy you put in your relationships will pay dividends throughout your entrepreneurial journey. Beautiful souls, I want you to understand that entrepreneurship is not a solo journey, despite what it might feel like sometimes. The most successful entrepreneurs are those who build strong villages of support around them. Your village doesn't have to be huge, but it needs to be strong. A few genuine supporters are worth more than dozens of lukewarm connections. Quality over quantity always wins in relationships. Don't wait until you struggle to build support system. Start building it now, before you need it. Relationships take time to develop, and you want them in place when challenges arise. Remember that the best way to build a strong support system is to be a strong supporter of others. Celebrate other people's wins, offer them help when you can, and be the kind of person you want in your own village. Have the courage to set boundaries of people who drain your energy or discourage your dreams. This isn't selfish. It's necessary for your success and their relationship with you. Here's what I want you to do this week. Complete the support versus saboteur exercise I mentioned earlier. Identify one difficult conversation you need to have and schedule it. Reach out to one potential board member and start building that relationship. I'd love to hear about your village building journey. Send me a message and tell me about someone who's been an unexpected supporter or a challenging saboteur. Share your experiences with difficult conversations and how they went. Remember, you become like the people you spend most time with. Choose your village wisely. Nurture those relationships intentionally and watch how much easier your entrepreneurial journey becomes when you have the right people cheering you on. Thank you for listening again. See you next week for another dose of truth, boldness, and transformation.